setting the stage for this episode of Sheep Smarts. Cain is 14, Abel is 11, and it is during the autumn. Okay, and it is during an evening at the dinner table. As Mom would pass food around the table, she would smile and try to talk with us around the table. After caring for the younger children who could barely talk, dinner was Mom's chance in the day to finally enjoy more grown-up conversation. Or so she hoped. She would first pass some food to Dad, trying to smile as she asked him, "So, Adam, my big man, how is work in the field today?" Dad would usually grunt and reply, and just eat his food. Sometimes he barely even acknowledged Mom. Then Mom would pass some food to Cain. "How is your work today, Cain, my firstborn young man?" Prior to that autumn, Cain would usually be quite talkative, usually saying something like, "It was good today, Mom. Thank you for asking. Oh, I see that you roasted up the butternut squash that we harvested yesterday. Dinner looks great, Mom. Thank you." Instead of Cain's usual cheerful, talkative nature during that autumn, what surprised us when Mom asked Cain about his work that day was that Cain replied with a grunt that sounded similar to Dad's grunt. My eyes widened, and I nearly choked on my bite of food. Mom nearly dropped the plate of food that she had passed in Cain's direction. Cain was sitting next to me, but he wasn't even looking up. He just kept eating. I didn't know if I wanted to laugh, thinking Cain was impersonating Dad, or if I wanted to sit there in shock with Mom. I led with a cough. "First of all, Cain, great impression of Dad. And second of all," I turned to Mom to reassure her, "Mom, I'm sure Cain means no disrespect to you. He has been working around Dad a lot, and maybe they were working around each other too long today that the grumpiness is becoming contagious." Mom chuckled for a moment. "Thank you, Abel." She turned to Bo, and he's a little background on Bo. He is he's 5 years old. This mini. He's a 5-year-old little firecracker farmer. Let's see. She turned to Bo. "Hey, Bo, how did you like working in the field with the farming men?" Bo nodded enthusiastically between bites of food. "It was great. Dad and Cain taught me lots of stuff about helping them gather vegetables. I like playing in the dirt. They said I'm a big help for the harvest this year." Mom laughed. "Well, that's more than they've said to us all week." She smiled over at me while patting Bo's back. "I'm so glad to hear that you're enjoying it, Bo. You're doing a great job, little man." Years earlier, mostly for the convenience and protection of my herd of sheep, I had built a shelter at the entrance of the sheep pen. That's where I usually slept, along with a few watchdogs and some cats that moved out of the kids' sleeping quarters. Here's one of them. During some of the nights over the next few weeks, I would roll over to discover that I was sharing my bed with one or more of my younger siblings. When I asked them why they were with me and not in the kids' sleeping quarters, they would say that Cain preferred to sprawl out on the bed and that he wanted some space when he slept. He didn't want to snuggle with them anymore, or that he had a weird stink about him, even if he took a bath in our bath creek that evening. At first, I thought it might help to add another bed in the kids' sleeping quarters. It helped a little, but Cain would usually wait until the others left the room before he would get up in the mornings. He was becoming withdrawn and distant, wanting privacy but not asking for it using words like a mature human being. He resorted to angry glares and grunts like Dad. Since Bo was more talkative than Cain or Dad, I asked him one morning at breakfast before he went to work, "Is Cain sleeping any better since he had has his own bed?" "It's hard to say," Bo shrugged. "But I think he's having some nightmares and wet in the bed, and that's why he wakes up all scared. Then he waits for the rest of us to leave the room, giving us the mean stare and growling at us until we leave. I tell you, Abel, he's acting weird. I think he needs his own room." "Huh," I sighed. "I see. What's it like